The following program is presented by Chick-fil-A South Florida and Bright Star Credit Union.
McArthur High takes on Everglades High tonight on School Duel. And welcome to School Duel, where 20 South Florida high schools battle it out. Now, as you see, things are a little different this year. We will be following COVID-19 guidelines with everyone socially distanced and wearing masks throughout the game, including myself. And to further reduce risk, we will not have a tournament this year. Instead, we will have individual games. But that doesn't mean it won't still be fun. And tonight's game features Everglades High School versus McArthur High in what should be quite a showdown. So what are these students playing for? Well, first off, both teams will win beautiful trophies courtesy of our sponsor, EDCO Awards and Specialties. Thank you, EDCO. And both teams will also receive additional prizes from our sponsor, Publix Supermarket. Thank you, Publix. And for the runner-up school tonight, each player receives $50 from our sponsor, Bright Star Credit Union. Thank you, Bright Star. And last but not least, for the winners, well, each of these students will walk away with free chicken sandwiches for an entire year, courtesy of Chick-fil-A South Florida. Thank you, Chick-fil-A South Florida. So let's hear it for our sponsors and the prizes. All right, let's get started. Our first round is called First Strike. In this round, it's school versus school. Each question is worth 10 points, and any question answered incorrectly gives the other school a chance to steal. All right, schools, prepare for the first strike. Your first question deals with politics. Name the technique of talking endlessly about Yes, Andres?
Filibuster.
Very good. All right, we have Everglades on the map now. Next question deals with states. Former Jeopardy host Alex Trebek agreed to moderate a debate in this state in 2018. Name this northeastern state bordered by Delaware, Maryland, West Virginia, and Ohio that is often a swing state in presidential elections. Yes, Caitlin?
Pennsylvania.
Good job. All right, let's move on to confrontations. What 1962 conflict between the U.S. and the Soviet Union? Yes, Andres?
Cold War.
Incorrect. MacArthur, I can finish the question for you. What 1962 conflict between the U.S. and the Soviet Union took place during JFK's presidency and is considered the closest the Cold War came to a full-scale nuclear war? Caitlin?
Cuban Missile Crisis.
Very good. All right, let's move on to companies. Followers of this company's Twitter account have noticed that it only follows 11 people on Twitter. The 5 Spice Girls and 6 men. Yes, Caitlin?
KFC.
Very good. Spelling. Meaning an upholstered footstool or an old Turkish empire. Spell. Yes, Olivia?
Ottoman.
Very good. That's how you spell Ottoman. Very good. Next question deals with visibility. Last seen by the naked eye in 1986, it will be visible again from Earth in 2061. Yes, Andres?
Halley's Comet.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. Awesome. All right, it is time for the What Am I question, brought to you by American National Bank. Here, our contestants are given a clue about something or someone and shown a picture that will slowly reveal itself. So here goes. Cultivated types of this vegetable include the eastern variety that is often purple or yellow. Yes, Andres?
Carrot.
Carrots is correct. Very good. And here's a tidbit on carrots. Carrots can be traced back about 5,000 years and were first grown to be used for medicine and not food. Next question is starting with the letter T. Give the word starting with T for what your car tires lack with respect to a road if the car slides on an icy... Yes, Andres?
Traction.
Very good. First Ladies. Zachary Taylor was the first person to call a president's wife First Lady, applying the title to what woman who lived in the White House during the War of 1812 and was married to James Madison? We're looking for Dolly Madison. All right, let's move on to the weather. What type of snow is defined by the National Snow and Ice Data Center as single ice crystals or clusters of ice crystals that fall from a cloud? Yes, Ishan.
Hail.
Incorrect, MacArthur. Samaya?
Snowflake.
Very good. Oh, that horn means the end to the first strike round. We have a close game. Everglades is leading by 10 points. They have 50 points. MacArthur has 40 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more School Duel after these messages.
For your kid's birthday, you want them to feel like the only kid in the world. But this year, it made it really difficult to have a birthday party.
My mom took me to Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A just goes above and beyond. I knew that they would make it special.
There was like a little note for a mobile order that said, "Can you please sing happy birthday?"
They sung happy birthday to me, and I cried.
She was, in fact, happy.
We got you something, Nova.
What is that?
A cookie. Thank you. Oops.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
Back to School Duel. The first round of action ended with Everglades leading. They have 50 points. MacArthur is right behind them. They have 40 points. Now, before we begin the second round, let's take a minute to meet this week's competitors from each school. And let's start with the MacArthur Mustangs. Welcome. We're going to start with Samaya, who's a senior. Now, Samaya, the question of the day is there a possible career choice that you're looking to go into?
I would really love to be a musician and a surgeon.
Awesome. Giovanni, you're a senior. Same question.
Yes, Lisa. I'd love to get into computer science, specifically computer graphics.
Okay. And the captain of MacArthur's team is Caitlin, who's a senior. Same question for you, Caitlin.
I would like to be a biochemist.
Very nice. Okay. Now let's go ahead and meet your competitors. They are the Everglades Gators. Welcome. We're going to start with Olivia, who's a junior. Same question for you. Is there a possible career choice you're looking to go into?
I would like to be a forensic scientist.
Very nice. We have Ishan, who's a junior. Same question.
An orthopedic surgeon.
All right. And the captain of Everglades team is Andres. He's a senior.
I'd love to be a computer engineer.
Very nice. Big round of applause. Let's hear it for both schools. Okay, now that we know everyone, let's move on to round two, the joust, which is presented by Public Supermarkets. Here, a player from each school competes head-to-head with a toss-up question. The winner gets 3 bonus questions for their school, and all questions are worth 10 points. All right, schools, it is time to joust. Now, normally we would have the players come to the joust desk to compete, but this year players will stay at their podiums. First players competing are Caitlin and Andres. So, here you go. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. It covers over 60 million square miles. Name this largest ocean. Yes, Andres?
Pacific.
Very good. Excellent. All right, the following questions are all for Everglades, and they're bonus questions that deal with the Pacific Ocean. Bonus question number 1. Name the largest country bordered by the Pacific and Indian Oceans. Andres.
Russia.
Incorrect. That would be Australia. Bonus question number 2. Who led the first Europeans across the Pacific? Yes, Ishan?
Columbia's.
That would be Ferdinand Magellan. Here's your last bonus question. What group of islands in the southern Pacific was named after the 18th century British captain who visited New Zealand and Australia's Botany Bay? Andres?
Tanzania.
Incorrect. That would be Cook Islands. All right. My next 2 are Samaya and Olivia. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. What is the measure of the third angle of a triangle if 2 of the angles measure 55 and 100 degrees? Yes, Olivia?
25.
Very good. All right, Everglades, the following bonus questions all deal with triangles. Bonus question number 1. What kind of triangle includes 3 60-degree angles? Yes, Ishan?
Equilateral.
Very good. Your second bonus question. Name the angle formed by the 2 congruent legs of an isosceles triangle. Yes, Olivia?
Obtuse.
Incorrect. It's a vertex. Bonus question number 3. The area of a triangle is 75 square feet and its base is 10 feet. What is the height? Ishan?
140.
Incorrect. It's 15 feet. All right. My last 2 will be Giovanni and Ishan. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. In grammar, what do you call a word used to describe an action? Yes, Giovanni?
A verb.
Very good. All right, McArthur. The following bonus questions all deal with naming these type of verbs. Bonus question number 1. What type of verb is something you're doing, like walking, running? Caitlin?
Action verb.
Very good. Bonus question number 2. What type of verb can be used to connect a noun or adjective to the subject, such as feels in she feels sad? Yes, Sumaya?
Adverb.
It's a linking verb. Bonus question number 3. What type of verb includes may, could, will, and were? Yes, Giovanni?
Adverb.
That would be a helping verb. And that buzzer means the end to the joust. We still have a close game, but Everglades is leading. They have 80 points. McArthur has 60 points. And we'll be right back with more School Duel just after these messages.
It must be fate that his cap and gown are the same color he wore for his kindergarten graduation. It's the same rascally smile, that hasn't changed. But he stands there, so sure, so ready to take on the world. He has arrived. It's hard not to resist and push against the door that's closing, but you give in a little, because the future is wide open. From each little moment to every major milestone, Publix, proud supporter of education.
There were these kids and they were doing this weird thing with their hands and...
Well, it's not up to you. I already made my decision.
But don't just go through the motions. Embrace them. Take it all in. Breathe, focus, then go.
You know, we've been raised to be leaders and be responsible and don't be a follower. And that's exactly what we're doing right now.
Coming up on Broward Teen News.
We're at West Broward High School.
We're here at Cooper City High School.
We're at Stoneman Douglas High School.
Cypress Bay edition of Broward Teen News.
Broward Teen News starts now.
BTN is South Florida's only teen-produced news program, produced by a different Broward High School every month. Broward Teen News, South Florida's student-produced news show by teens for teens.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
Welcome back to School Duel, where local high schools match wits to see who will be today's champion. Today's game has Everglades High competing against McArthur High School. Currently, Everglades is leading with 80 points. McArthur has 60 points. It is now time for the rapid action round. And during this round, each school receives an identical category of questions to answer quickly by themselves. Since McArthur is trailing, they get to go first while Everglades waits outside the studio for their turn with the same question. Today's category starts with N as in November. In this category, the answer contains a word that starts with the letter N as in November. Each question is worth 10 points, and remember, you must answer these quickly or the judge will move you on. All right, here comes rapid action. McArthur starts with N. Let's cue music and let's begin. Oprah Winfrey began her broadcasting career in this Tennessee city. Caitlin?
Nashville.
Roman god of the ocean. Samaya?
Neptune.
Lake Victoria is a source of one branch of this mighty African river. Franklin Roosevelt's programs are known by these two-word collective name. Caitlin.
New Deal.
The U.S. occupied this Central American country as part of the Banana Wars. Samaya.
Brazil.
Ship in the Christopher Columbus caravan that fits the category. Two-word term for oil, gold, or trees that can be sold and used. Giovanni.
Trade exports.
Marlin tried to find him in the 2003, yes, Caitlin?
Nemo.
The sheriff of this town was Robin Hood's arch enemy. Type of cloud that contains rain. All right, good job, McArthur. We got through all of your questions. All right, let's hear it for McArthur. And now with a little TV magic, let's bring in Everglades High. And welcome back, Everglades. Now it's your turn with the same questions. Today's category starts with N as in November. And in this category, the answer contains a word that starts with the letter N as in November. Each question is worth 10 points. And remember, you must answer these quickly or the judge will move you on. Okay, let's cue music and let's begin. Oprah Winfrey began her broadcasting career in this Tennessee city. Olivia.
Nashville.
Roman god of the ocean. Olivia.
Neptune.
Lake Victoria is a source of one branch of this mighty African river. Ishan.
Niger.
Franklin Roosevelt's programs are known by this two-word collective name. Yes, Olivia?
New Deal.
The U.S. occupied this Central American country as part of the Banana Wars. Andres.
Nicaragua.
Ship in the Christopher Columbus caravan that fits the category. Andres.
Niña.
Two-word term for oil, gold, or trees that can be sold and used. Marlin tried to find him in the 2003 Pixar animated film. Andres.
Nemo.
The sheriff of this town was Robin Hood's arch enemy. And type of cloud that contains rain. Ishan.
Nimbus.
Very good. All right, good job, both schools. That ends the rapid action round. There's only three questions that you both missed, starting with Lake Victoria is a source of one branch of this mighty African river. That is the Nile River. We also have two-word term for oil, gold, or trees that can be sold and used, natural resources. The last one is the sheriff of this town was Robin Hood's arch enemy, and that was in Nottingham. All right, that ends this rapid action round. We do have Everglades leading. They have 150 points. McArthur has 100 points. Let's go ahead and take a short break, and then we'll be back for the final showdown to see which school wins this school duel game.
At Chick-fil-A Caraway Village, we always look forward to seeing Ellie. Nick also.
Ellie just gets excited and bolts right towards them.
She loves to come and get the bag and trots right back to Nick.
We never even had to ask them to hand her the bag. The team members just automatically knew to do it. It was just that little thing, that level of customer service that kind of blew my mind.
We're just really glad that Nick shared Ellie with us. We take care of our guests, whether they're two-legged or four-legged.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
Joining us, we are back with School Duel, and we've got a good game going as Everglades is holding on to their lead with 150 points. Over McArthur, they have 100 points. It is now time for the final showdown. This is the last round. Our schools go against each other again with toss-up questions, but this time these questions are worth 20 points each. And just a reminder, if a question is answered incorrectly, the other school can steal. So this is for the win. It's time for the final showdown. First question deals with golf. What golf stroke is used on the green? Andres.
Putt.
Water. What adjective describes river water or any water that has more salt than a river but less salt? Yes, Caitlin?
Brackish.
War. Name the Union general who received Robert E. Lee's surrender after the Civil War. Olivia.
Grant.
Entertainers. Her films have included movies centered around Christmas and a family reunion. Give the nickname of this old lady whose real name is Sumaya.
Medea.
Earthquakes. An earthquake begins at a focus point underground. What is the point on the surface above the focus? Andres.
Epicenter.
Ancient theater. In ancient Greek theater, what area where the dancing went on was not a place where the instrumentalists gathered, as it is today? Yes, Sumaya.
The pit.
Incorrect. Everglades. Ishan.
Stage.
Incorrect. It's orchestra. Programming. What rapid computer language is used by Apple to program its iOS systems? Giovanni.
Swift.
Sequences. Give the next number in this sequence. 7, 16, 34, 70. Yes,
140.
Olivia. McArthur. Samaya?
90.
It's 142. You are doubling, then adding 2. Spelling. Formerly known as Siam, spell the country Thailand. Yes, Caitlin?
Thailand.
Currency. During the 1990s, the countries of the European Union created a common currency called the Andres?
Euro.
Founding fathers, he was never elected president. Name, yes, Giovanni?
Alexander Hamilton.
Incorrect. Everglades. Name this founding father shown on the front of the U.S. $100 bill. Andres?
Benjamin Franklin.
Blood. What type of human blood vessel is only one cell thick and can thus exchange gas and nutrients between, yes, Ishan?
Capillaries.
Settings. Novels set in this city include The Age of Innocence and Ragtime. What city is also the setting of Breakfast at Tiffany's and A Tree Grows in Brooklyn? Yes, Andres.
Detroit.
Incorrect. MacArthur? Giovanni?
New York City.
Pop music. What singer's albums include Unorthodox Jukebox and, yes, Giovanni?
Bruno Mars.
Royalty. In the Middle Ages, the ruler of this land was often called the King of the Britons. What country that is now part of the United Kingdom, whose last unofficial princess was Diana, and whose prince, these days, is England's Prince Charles? Caitlin.
Wales.
Baseball. Name the baseball accomplishment of hitting a home run, a triple, a double, and a single in the same game. Yes, Ishan.
Perfect game.
Incorrect. MacArthur? Yes, Samaya?
Strike.
It's called hitting for the cycle. Organisms. Name the zooplankton eating organism whose species that sting humans include the box, the crab. Yes, Olivia?
Jellyfish.
Computer programming. This word came from the name of a medieval Persian mathematician who studied algebraic methods of solving equations. Give this term used by, yes, Giovanni?
Algorithm.
Graphs. What type of graph displays results within a circle? Where the bigger, yes, Olivia?
Pie graph.
Presidents. Oh, that sound brings an end to this school duel game as Everglades held on to their lead throughout the show, going on to beating MacArthur. Our final score is 310 to 260. Congratulations, Everglades.
Congratulations on your South Florida Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches for an entire year.
And great job to everyone. So let's hear it for both schools. All right, at this time, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors for making School Duel possible. And don't forget to check out our website at schoolduel.tv, where you can find out more about the schools involved. You can even watch past shows. And remember to use hashtag #SchoolDuel to contact us through social media. But most importantly, make sure that you tune in next week to School Duel Thursday at 8 p.m. as Miramar High takes on West Broward High in what should be another great game. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching.
School Duel was brought to you by Chick-fil-A South Florida and Bright Star Credit Union.